When you open Photoshop, the first thing you need to do is go to File, Open, and then you need to navigate to the student area. So if you go to the computer, Student, Computing, then go to Year 8, Resources, Find Photoshop, and then if you go to the background lesson, the Minions picture will be in there. So once you find it, you press Open, and the first thing we're going to do is remove the background. Now, to do that, we've got two options. The first one, if we hold this button over here down, we've got the Quick Selection tool, and we also have the Magic Wand tool. In this lesson, we're going to focus on the Quick Selection tool. So if I click on that, and I start removing the background, just by clicking on the certain areas I want, you can see here that the part that I've clicked on has been selected. If I press delete, this box will come up. We don't want this box to come up because it can mess around with the image and make it look a bit weird. So we want to press cancel, and we want to make sure that we put this lock in the bin. So we drag the lock into the bin, and then when we press delete, you'll see grey and white squares appear around the edge. And we can do the same thing to remove other parts of the image. If I press delete, you can notice there that I've accidentally deleted too much of this minion. So if that happens, what you need to do is, as you can see here, I've selected way too much. So if I press Alt on the keyboard, you can notice that my brush in the middle, or my Quick Selection tool, is a positive at the moment. If I hold it down, hold Alt down, it becomes negative. So I can then remove parts of it, and it then fixes the problem I had. So if I press delete, you can see there that I am eventually removing the background. If I make any mistakes, as you can see, I've deleted the leg by accident, press Ctrl Alt Z on the keyboard, and eventually it will come back. But once you're done and you're happy with the image, what you need to do next is you need to go to the internet. I'm going to mute this in a minute. Once you're happy with the image, you need to go to the internet and find an image you want to put in the background instead of the original image you had in the first place. So earlier on, I found this image. So I'm going to copy this from the internet. I go back to Photoshop and I paste the image in. Now, as you can see straight away, the problem is the layer has gone on top of the minions, so I need to make sure that it's dragged underneath it. And you can see now that the background has been replaced, but it's way too big. So to change the size of the image, I need to press Ctrl T on the keyboard and then make the image smaller. So it will eventually fit in on my screen. Now you can see a few shadows here. If you want to remove those shadows, it's really easy. All you have to do is you press tick at the top and click on the right layer. So we want to remove things on this top layer here. We use the rubber tool, and we then simply just remove the bits that we don't want, and it will eventually go away. And that's how you replace easily the background of an image.